As Johnny G gets caught right off the bat, I want to welcome you to the Vinyltreasure Show on this June 25th, 2025. It's our all 60s edition, 60s soul edition, 60s and early 70s. And Charlene, I hope am I sounding a lot louder than I did before? Oh, I don't want to make it too loud here. Let me lower that just a little bit. There you go. I want to welcome you to the All 60s on this horrible evening here. It's been so hot lately. We had like 98 degrees again. I hope tomorrow is better because I have I will have Bill Obe here in the studio with his fourth gospel special. He'll be here tomorrow, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, 1 till 4. He'll be here. So I had the last final things installed here for the studio here, so we're all ready to go with the turntables and the guest and the PC and everything else. So anyway, thank you all for being here. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and you can click that bell to get all notifications. This is our first show of the week, and they're all requests. I think I have the first, maybe the first 3 records are my selections. But anyway, we opened up, though, with a request for listener David Vielma. This group originally from South Bend, Indiana, and they headed up, they recorded for the Harvey record label, and this was their second of 3 on the Harvey label. It's Harvey Fuqua's Harvey Records. And the song was called Cleo's Mood from October 62, is done by Junior Walker and the All-Stars. And I guess when Berry Gordy Jr. bought out the label, they ended up becoming part of the MOTOWN company, and they recorded for the Soul record label. But that's their second of 3, and this one, did it chart? I'm looking. Yes, it did chart. It was number 50 on the Billboard charts and number 14 on the R&B charts. Tune written by Junior Walker and also guitarist Willie Woods, and produced by Harvey Fuqua. There you go. Number 9 record on KDIA also. That was out in Oakland, California. Our opener for David Vielma, Cleo's Mood by Junior Walker and the All-Stars. Well, let's start it off here with a hit for Edmund Williams. No, he didn't request this. I picked this group from Allentown, Pennsylvania. They recorded for the Smash record label. The lead singer on this, Jay Proctor, he was a member of the Sinceres, I think. I think it was the group was called the Sinceres, but he was the lead singer of this group. This is their 3rd release, number 39 on Billboard, 29 on Cashbox, a big number 2 record on WDLB in Marshfield, Wisconsin. This is with Jay Proctor on lead. This is from their LP called Love Lost and Found from December 1967. Let's open up the vocal portion here with Jay and the Techniques, and something that I could go for right now. It's called Strawberry Shortcake. Here we go, the vocals.
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, that is a great tune, I have to say. You know, it was funny because in my aunt, she had a 1959 Bel Air. So when she sold the car, okay, when she sold the car, she was cleaning out the glove compartment. So and I don't know, I guess this was 1971 or so. So she and I was in junior high school at the time. So she says, "Johnny, come over here. I want to show you something." I'm like, What are you showing me, Mary?" So she pulls out this envelope with scratched song titles on them, and I said, "Mary, what is this thing? Strawberry Shortcake? I mean, were you buying that for a birthday or whatever?" She goes, "No, it was a song, and I forget the group, but that was the group." So imagine driving well, it wasn't in '59, but she used to be a cashier for General Motors here in Westchester. She was a cashier, and she used to go in and make all the like the potato salads and the coleslaw and whatnot. And she used to, and the guys really liked her down in the plant too. And so she would, I remember I used to play because I lived on the street there, and we used to play, stickball and kickball and whatnot. So she would back in with this green Bel Air, and she would have all the windows down in the summertime, and the music was blasting out. I mean, she was like, I said, what is she doing? She's blasting the music out of this 59 Bel Air. She would back, it was a one-way street, so she would back all the way down, and my friends would say, "Johnny, your aunt's here," or whatever. So anyway, fond memories of my aunt. But that is a cool tune there. December 1967, their third release on the Smash record label, Jay and the Techniques, Strawberry Shortcake is the name of the tune. Yes, he was a member of, I'm sorry, not the Sinceres, the Majestics. I just saw this here at the end there, Charlene. Okay, that recorded for the Jordan label. I said Sinceres. That was wrong. It was the Majestics. Johnny G already losing his mind here. But let us continue here. I picked the next two records here, too. Let's go to Denmark, Tennessee for this next gal. And she would relocate to Detroit, Michigan. She began singing in the choir at the Greater Mount Zion Baptist Church at 17 years old. She became the lead singer of a group called the Stylettes, and they recorded for the Sandy label and the Cameo record label in 1964, but she would go solo and sign with Ed Wingate's Golden World record label. She had 3 releases on the label. I only have 2 of them. I'm missing one of them, probably her most expensive, but this is her first release. And I guess this would be considered her biggest hit. This was number 26 on WABQ out of Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to May of 1965 and give a listen to Barbara Mercer. Barbara Mercer on the Golden World record label. And the tune is one word. It's called Hey. This is Barbara Mercer. Here you go.
Ooh,
Yeah, getting caught here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's a cool tune. That's her first of three. First of three on the Golden World record label from May 1965. Great sound there for Barbara Mercer and her tune called Hey! Exclamation Point. Always fun to find those 45s out in the wild as we continue here. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. We're close, folks. We're close to 3,000 subscribers. So I think I needed, how many did I need? I think, what, 10 or 20, something like that, 20 subscribers I need. So we can get up there by the weekend, I think. But let us continue here. And this is one more that I added here for the show. This singer from Meridian, Mississippi, began recording as a member of Johnny Torrance's Jewels that recorded for the Antler record label. Also sang with a group called the Rollers in 1961. They recorded for the Liberty label, but he went solo in 1967. This was his first of 6 on Johnny Rivers' Soul City record label. I think this is actually the B-side of the 45. But let's go to August of 1967. Give a listen to Al Wilson. Al Wilson on the Soul City record label. It's called When You Love, You're Loved Too. This is Al Wilson. There you go. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by Al Wilson. Al Wilson from August 1967. That's on the Soul City record label. When You Love, Your Love Too is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. So let's start it off here with the requests here. And this is a request for listener Edmund Williams, this singer originally from Beckley, West Virginia, but he moved to Detroit, Michigan in the late 1950s. His real name is Dwight D. Turner. and but you know him as Spider Turner. His first solo release, a great record he does in 1966 on the Good Time record label. He would sign with MGM to have 4 releases, and this was his first, and this would be his biggest hit. This tune, originally done by Benny King back in 1961 for the Atco record label. This did well for him. This charted number 12 on Billboard, 3 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record on a WILS in Lansing, Michigan. Let's go to November of 1966 now for Mr. Spider Turner. Spider Turner on the MGM record label, and I got to read what it says down below. There's a caption below, but let's give it a spin here. The Spider Turner with the Ben E. King tune, Stand By Me. This is for Edmund Williams.
When the night has come, oh yeah, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Not as long as you stand by me. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder. I sit down and I wonder, baby. I wonder if you love me. Do you love me like you say you do? A friend of mine, Jackie Wilson, might say, believe, don't move. Jackie Wilson might say, believe. Oh yeah. Oh my darling, won't you stand by me? David Ruffin of the Temptations might say, I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Yeah. When it's cold outside, I've even got the month of May. Billy Stewart might say, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, I want you come on home to me now, my darling. I said right now. Oh yeah. Oh my darling, won't you stand by me? Smokey Robinson of the Miracles might say, I will build you a castle with the tower so high it reaches the moon. I'll get the melodies from birds that fly. Chuck Jackson might say, in the danger, don't fly away, my beautiful bird. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, my darling, won't you stand by me? But my name is Spider Turner, and I'll get down on my knees and say, darling, don't go. You know that I need your love, don't come back. Oh, yeah. Come on, girl, and stand by me.
There you go. By request for listener Edmund Williams there. That's the sound of Spider Turner. November 1966 release there. It's on the MGM record label. That's his first, what did I say, his first of 4 on the MGM label. With Stand By Me, actually, he kind of expanded it a little bit. It says on here, it says... Stand By Me, it says, including vocal impressions of My Girl, and I'll try something new and Any Day Now. So I guess they gave him credit to those song titles there. I guess he wanted to do everything right, is what he wanted to do. But let's flip over this 45 here, as Edmund also requested the flip side of this, as well as Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. And what did you say, Mark? That tried... Mark, which one did you try singing? Stand By Me or the side you requested here? You have to say. But anyway, so let's flip the 45 over here. Let's flip over that hit, Stand By Me. You get this tune written by Clay McMurray, November 66, the B-side here of Stand By Me. We'll send it out to Edmund Williams and also to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. It's called You're Good Enough for Me. This is Spider Turner. There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there by request for Edmund Williams. Also for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That is the B-side to Stand By Me by Mr. Spider Turner, first of four for the MGM record label. You're Good Enough for Me is the name of the tune. Hopefully Johnny G is good enough for you for a Wednesday evening. How is the sound, folks? Charlene, are you still on level 52 on your PC? Because Charlene's been listening to my show since 2005, Charlene, you have been. And if it is at 52, you let me know if it sounds a little bit, because I'm playing around with the things here, so I got to be careful here. I don't put my... I'm also digging on the records too, by the way, because this is the only time I get to dig my 45s. But let us continue here, and let's send this one out to a listener, Dave Dallison, as he likes the girl group sounds. I know many of you did. I had a big all-girl group special here on last Thursday afternoon, and I think Karen Efron, who was in my YouTube chat room, she'll be doing a girl group special. Karen, I'm going to go check your I'm going to go check your, let me see, where is it here? I will get it, the information. It's on Saturday. I know it's 2 to 4. But David Dallison likes the girl group sounds as well as I do. And this group first recorded as Ronnie and the Relatives back in 1961 for the Colpix record label. Now, one of my favorites by this group is a tune called Be My Baby. They would hook up with Phil Spector, and they actually they went on American Bandstand to perform that tune, and they, well, of course they lip synced, but they looked really cool, those three gals that sang the record. It was really, and he kind of said it, Dick Clark said, well, record's going to go far for them, and it really put them on the map, really. But this is I picked this one for Dave Dallison. This was their third of 8 on Phil Spector and Lester Sill's Phyllis, not Phillies. Phil-less is how you pronounce it. It's out of, well, I guess we'll say it's out of Hollywood, California, because this was with this label, there were East Coast connections with the girl groups, and they were out on the West Coast and whatnot. But this tune from March of 1964, I like this record, the Ronettes, with Ronnie Bennett was at the time. She was the lead singer, Ronnie Bennett on lead. Their third of 8. We'll send it out to Dave Dallison. It's called The Best Part of Breaking Up is the name. Is that what it says, Charlie? Yes. The Best Part of Breaking Up. This is going out to David.
Baby, when we break up from a quarrel or a fight, I can't wait to have you back and hold you oh so tight. Tell me why. I wanna know. Tell me why. Is it so that the best part of breaking up is when you're making up? Best part of breaking up is when you're making up. But after breaking up, be sure you're making up with me. Every time you leave, I get those teardrops in my eyes, but they seem to go away when you apologize. Tell me why. I wanna know. Tell me why. Is it so that the best part of breaking up is when you're making up? Best part of breaking up is when you're making up. But after breaking up, be sure you're making up with me. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. Well, it makes no difference who is wrong, just as long as I'll be with you. Baby, I'll be lonely till you're back where you should be. But baby, I belong to you and you belong to me. Tell me why. I wanna know. Tell me why. Is it so that the best part of breaking up is when you're making up? Best part of breaking up is when you're making up. But after breaking up, be sure you're making up with. The best part of breaking up is when you know that you're making up with me. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't say maybe. Come on, baby. Ooh-wee, baby. Come on, baby. Don't say
There you go. Girl group sounds here for for Wednesday evening. John G's thinking Thursday already, going out of my mind. But I like that record. That is Phil Spector's Wall of Sound, if you're familiar with the Wall of Sound. But there you go. That is a Ronnie Bennett, or Ronnie Spector, you can say. Their third of 8 on the Phyllis record label, March 1964. The best part of, that's in parentheses, Breaking Up is the name of the tune. That tune written by Phil Spector, Pete Andreoli, and Vinnie Poncia. Great writing team there. And the Ronettes, always a great sound by the Ronettes. Well, let's stick with the girl group sound here, because George Chestnut also requested a Phil Spector tune, and I guess it's the beginning of the program, so I can get away with it from the copyright police. You know, they shut me down, I think, with every on this 60s show. They never shut me down on the Thursday or the Saturday night show. But I wanted to mention that Karen Efron will be doing a girl group special next Saturday in Philadelphia on WRDV with Dave Blatt, who is Evan Blatt's father, and she'll be on there 2 to 4. Should be interesting to tune into that. I am interested in that, Karen, which you're going to be featuring on that. But so she is in our chat room also. So welcome, Karen. As let's fill this request now for listener George Chestnut. These gals are out of Brooklyn, New York. They had 10 releases on the Phyllis record label. This was their second. This tune written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde, produced by Phil Spector. This features Barbara Alston on lead, and this did chart too nationally, number 13 on the Billboard chart. Was number 18 on the R&B chart. That needs to go first. Number 2 record on WINX, if you were tuned in Rockville, Maryland. Let's go to February 1962. Fill a request for listener George Chestnut. These are the Crystals. The Crystals on Phyllis Records, and on a promo. You want these records on the promo. I know Bill Olb has a promo of this. It's called Uptown.
He gets up each morning and he goes downtown, where everyone's his boss and he's lost in an angry land. He's a little man, but then he comes uptown each evening to my tenement, uptown where folks don't have to pay much rent. And when he's there with me, he can see that he's everything. Then he's tall, he don't crawl,
There you go with the great sound of the Crystals there. The Crystals on the Phyllis record label. That one there requested by listener George Chestnut. And that is with, I was going to say Wanda Rogers. That's Barbara Alston. Barbara Alston on lead. She was also on lead on the first release, too. A great two-sided 45. There's No Other Like My Baby. And Oh Yeah, Maybe Baby. A great two-sided 45. But that one there for George Chestnut, February 1962. Their second on Phyllis Records. Uptown is the name of the tune. Johnny G, not uptown or downtown. We're out in the suburbs here where I broadcast my show. So if you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. The goal is to get to 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 subscribers is our goal here. So I don't know if many of Charlene is experiencing some buffering here. You know, your PC, I don't know, maybe your PCs are out of date, or you got to realize if the weather is horrible. I remember the late Andrew Turner, and he was a big fan of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Whenever he used to have rainstorms, he never used to be able to get the program because it did something to his Wi-Fi or whatever. I am connected, Ethernet connected. It was Wi-Fi connected. I just did, it's funny because this PC, this is like a gaming PC is what they call it. And I like it because it's really fast. I mean, it's ultra fast, and I got the upload speed. You have to have, if you're going to broadcast, you need high speed internet for it. That's the best thing. But you got to find the right balance. Okay. And the room, Charlene is saying that the room is dark in the back. That is the correct color, by the way, is the room. And I have it all set up for Bill Olb tomorrow when he's here at 1 o'clock. So we're going to be using these turntables. He's going to doing his fourth gospel special, so you want to tune in tomorrow to the program, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, his fourth gospel special. You're not going to see much on this side, but this is, I kind of give you, I got to fix this up here. These are all my research books and whatnot over here. So I have a lot of research books. There's a printer. I have 2 mixers here. This is my main mixer, the DLZ Mackie mixer. And then I have a smaller mixer for the Newmark. So, but Bill will be sitting right there where all your requests are on that table. So I got a chair in the back there. I might have to move the mic around a little bit, but that's where he'll be sitting. I'll move this end table out of here. He needs a table to put his records and 78s and LPs on, so we'll have that set. So tune in tomorrow for gospel, and it's not just 50s or 60s, it's contemporary gospel too, so you should check it out tomorrow. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue here, and this is a request for UK listener. Where's my page 1 here? Here we go. This is a request for listener Mark McHugh in the UK. He tunes in the early morning on the archive, and they've been posting it pretty quickly, folks. But this next singer, he was a member of a group called the Inspirations. They recorded for Capitol, Columbia, and Compass, but they were out of Newark, New Jersey in 1960 62. They recorded for those labels. His name is James Wicker. Apparently, he also recorded as a solo by the name of Jim Lovemaker for the Decca record, folks, as Mark McHugh requested this tune, and I picked this up for $1 because I collect the Decca record labels. So sometimes when you run labels, you can luck out with finding some good tunes, and this is one of them. But he wrote the tune. His real name is James Wicker, but he wrote this song along with Ronald Mosley and Bob Bateman, and it's arranged by Bob Bateman. And James Wicker, which is his real name, also recorded... Oh, wait a minute. That's later on. Let's go to December of 1964 by request from Mark in the UK. Jimmy Lovemaker's his name on the Decca label. It's called Foxy Devil. This is for Mark McHugh.
Hey, Fox, a little girl with a gleam in your eye. Hey, Fox, acting like you don't be my fox, said nobody but you now can be my fox, said devil.
The way you walk that walk.
Makes you pretty, baby, a fox, said devil. When you talk that talk, don't you know it makes you a foxy, foxy devil.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you pretty baby with your fine clothes.
I want you.
Yes, and I want you to.
I'm watching you.
I've been watching you, baby, for a long, long time.
You walk that walk.
I've been thinking, baby, how would you be mine?
The way you talk that talk.
I makes you a pretty baby if I said no. I say I'm talking to you now, baby.
There you go. That's the sound of Johnny. Where's my sheet? That's the sound of Johnny Lovemaker there. Johnny Lovemaker, December 1964, a.k.a. James Wicker. It's on the Decca record label. Foxy Devil is the name of the tune, and that's for listener Mark McHugh in the UK. And he also recorded a song as Jimmy Andrews on the Blue Jay label in 65 called Big City Playboy. I don't think I have that record. I got records on that Blue Jay record label. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. We got to get up to 3,000 subscribers. That is my goal here. But I forgot to put this record on the turntable. I'm deciding which one to play. This was an interesting recommendation from one of my listeners, a Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. He said, Johnny G, can you do a battle of the songs? So I said, well, yeah, I can. And I had these pulled for a while to do. And I'm going to ask... let me ask you listeners what you like first. So would you like me to play the original version first or the cover version first? What do you think it should go? Because I'm just wondering which one you think might sound better. So should I play the original version or should I play the cover version first? Maybe I'll do the cover. Okay? We'll do the flip a coin. Ivar Shiver, flip a coin. Well, you flip it. Okay, the original. Okay, here we go. We'll play the original, and it's an instrumental, okay? It's an instrumental. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I think I have done comparisons before. Okay, well, I see we're going to play the original. Some people say cover, and some people say original, but we're going to play the original. I think I had it first. Okay, so, okay. And this was suggested by Graylin in our YouTube chat room here, so... Anyway, so this is the original version. This record came out in 1966. This singer, born in Tampa, Florida, and he is a jazz alto saxophonist, okay? And let me see. Okay, and he's on alto sax. On cornet is his brother, Nat Adderley. On piano is Joe, Zawinul, Z-A-W-I-N, Zawinul, I think, who wrote the song. Okay. It's got Vic Gatsky on bass, Roy McCurdy on drums. It's produced by David Axelrod, okay? And he first recorded for Blue Note Records back in 1959. I also have records by him on Riverside and Pacific Jazz, but other labels too. Graylin. Now I'm talking. His name is Cannonball Adderley. Okay, his real name Julian Edwin Adderley, and this is the original version on the Capitol label, December 1966. It's his fourth of 12 for Capitol, and this was a big number 11 a Billboard hit, was a big number 2 R&B hit, and a big number 1 record on KCBA in Hollywood, California. So let's play the original first, then we're going to play the cover version. I won't show it to you. I'll just tell you. But this is the original. This is going out. This is actually recommended by Graylin, and I take recommendations, folks. You can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Here you go, the original version of Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. It's not a vocal, it's an instrumental, as done by Cannonball Adderley. Here we go.
Mercy, 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 mercy. Thank you.
Yeah, so that had to be that was a live recording of that tune. It had to be a live recording. I think it definitely sounded live. But there you go. That is the original as done by Cannonball Adderley, December 1966. Came out on the Capitol record label. Mercy, Mercy, Mercy is the original. His fourth of 12. Now let's give a listen to this version here, as done by this trumpeter, band leader, arranger, and producer born in Ashland, Mississippi, but he was raised in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, he would form his own band back in 1954, and later would be the house band for the Home of the Blues label and also for High Records. And eventually, he became the president of High Records, and he recorded for the label between 1963 and 1970. Well, he was the president of High Records, between 63 and 73, a 10-year period. But he had 24 releases for the High label. Now, his biggest hit was in 1968, a song called Soul Serenade, which was his 14th release for the High record label. But this is the flip side of that record, okay? And it is a cover of the tune you just heard, is done by Cannonball Adderley. Let's give a listen to this version here from January 1968 by Willie Mitchell. Willie Mitchell on the High record label, and you tell me which one you like better, the original by Cannonball Adderley or this one by Willie Mitchell. We'll send it out to Graylin in our YouTube chat. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. We just heard the cover of the Cannonball Adderley tune, a kind of a less jazz influenced and more soulful version of that tune, is done by Willie Mitchell. Willie Mitchell, January 1968. It's on the High label. His rendition of the tune, Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. And we first heard the original there. So if you like more of those comparisons, Graylin gave me a bunch of them to do. I don't know if I have them all. I have some others. But you can send your requests and suggestions to vinyltreasures@aol.com. John Cummins, he said to me, Johnny, I just finished your 78 show, and I didn't know it was the last one, but I didn't get a chance to answer him back. I told him, I said, well, I'm going to tell him that, because he's going to listen, he's behind. A lot of people are behind on the shows because they're so long. But I will get back to the 78s, I will. But, so you got to give me a little bit more time to organize my thoughts and things. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for a listener, Ivart Shiva, in our YouTube chat room. As I played the flip side of this, I think was it last week or the week before? Might have been the week before. This great group out of Philadelphia, PA, and in this record originally released on the Party Time label, and that was the first press, which I do not have. But I have the Showtime label, which I think is the second. This is the third, but this is the promo. So I got the promo of this. But it's the group's. This was a big hit in the UK, I think, originally. And Jerry Ross, when he heard it, he brought it back to the US and put it out on his Heritage label. So that's how I have it. He purchased the master and he re-released it on his Heritage label. It peaked at number 89 on Cashbox, number 87 on Billboard. But this was a big number 2 record if you were tuned in to WRAW out of Reading, Pennsylvania. It features Earl Smith on lead by request for Ivart Shiva in our YouTube chat room, March 67. These are the Showstoppers, and this is what Johnny G has every Wednesday night. Ain't Nothing But a House Party. The Showstoppers for Ivart Shiva.
What's happening? You gonna go to the party? Well, ain't nothing but a house.
And they're dancing on the ceiling, they're dancing on the floor. Oh, baby, wake up and through the door. They know it's a party going on. Wanna dance and romance all night long. I know it's cold outside. Come on and I'll keep you satisfied. All you gotta do, oh yeah, every time you stand on the groove, it ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a house party, ain't but a party, ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a house party, ain't nothing but a party. Come on in now, free your soul. I know you're gonna lose control. You can do the boogaloo, anything that you wanna do. I know it's cold outside. Come on in, I'll keep you satisfied. All you gotta do, oh yeah, every time you feel the groove, it ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a house party, ain't but a party, ain't nothing but a party, baby, it ain't nothing but a house party, but a party. You shake it from your nose to your toes, but that's the way the dance goes. Shake it fast, but shake it slow. Shake it till you can't no more. I know it's cold outside. Come on in, I'll keep you satisfied. All you gotta do, oh yeah, every time you feel the groove, it ain't nothing but a party, ain't nothing but a party, it ain't nothing but a house party, it ain't but a party, it ain't nothing but a party, baby, it ain't but a party, it ain't nothing but a house party, it ain't nothing but a party, baby, it ain't nothing but a party to the party. It's a party, but a party to the party.
Yeah, it's a big Philly record here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Ivart Shiva in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Showstoppers. I lost my place here. Happened. Here it is. Johnny G losing his place with all his notes there. There you go. March 1967 release. I featured it on the Showtime record label. We played the flip side a couple weeks ago, which is another great, they like it, the Northern Soul guys and gals. What Can a Man Do was the side. This is a stamper here. June 30, 1967. What did I say? That was March. So this was a little later. March was probably the Showtime release. There you go. The Showstoppers, Ain't Nothing But a House Party. As we have a house party every Wednesday night right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room. This gal, she's originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but her uncle was Don Julian. He was the lead singer of a 1950s vocal group. You know him, some of you, the Meadow Larks, and also recorded with the Larks. And he wrote and produced this tune for his niece. This was her second of two. She's got two great records on this label called Venus, which I think is out of Los Angeles, California. And this copy is not the greatest. Found it in the wild, but it's a vinyl press, so there's some pops on this. Now, Johnny G wishes he can get everything in mint condition, but it is it's not possible. It's probable. It's possible too, but I just never considered upgrading this, but I will if I see it in the wild. Let's go to September of 1966, going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. Miss Karen Small. Karen Small, it's on Venus Records. It's called To Get You Back Again for Avatar.
Is he the one that broke your heart?
Yes, he's the one. Every night I sit alone and cry. I can't seem to stop these tears in my eyes. My love is so deep that when you pass me on the street, I break down and cry. Because I really love you.
Yes, I really love you.
Because I really love you.
Yes, I really love you.
And I'll do everything that I can to get you back again.
Get you back again.
To get you back again.
To get you back again.
How could you kiss someone that's new? Now you press
Your lips to mine.
Darling, it's a pity that I turned down so many just to let
You leave me behind.
come back, 'cause I love you.
Yes, I really love you.
Because I really love you.
Yes, I
do.
love you.
And I'll do everything that I can to get you back again.
Get you back again.
Get you back again.
Get you back again.
Oh, all the things you asked and I said no before. I'd rather say yes than to see you go. I love you, don't you understand? I want you to be my man, and I'll do everything that I can to get you back again.
Get you back again.
To get you back again.
Get you back again.
I need you, though you make me blue. I'm in love with you.
Johnny G getting caught here. Johnny, check out now. Now I go to the extreme. I go down a little bit there. So there you go. So that sounds better there, I guess. So here we go. Let me just do this here. So I was deciding on what to do. It's a hard thing. There you go. I didn't know that this record is that expensive, but they say that it's expensive there. I found this one in the wild. There you go. This is going out to listener Avatar. That is a September 1966 release. Miss Karen Small, her second of two on the Venus label out of California. I think that's out of California. Venus Records. That is the intended A-side to Get You Back Again is the name of the tune. As we continue here, let's fill a request now for listener Frank Gingaro. This group is called the Knights and Arthur, and the lead singer on this, his name is Ben Crass. Now, Ben Crass, he owned a store in Philadelphia, South Street, called Crass Brothers Clothes. Or Clothers, she's got here. And he loaned $700 to Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff to form a label called Excel Records, which became the Gamble label. And he always wanted to be a singer. And and founded his own record label back in 1960 and had some solo releases under his name on labels like Bond and Camelot and Raleigh, and that was through 1963. He was kind of like a teen singer, like a teen idol type sound, but he would hook up with Curtis Mayfield in Chicago, who co-wrote this tune and requested it, and Frank Gingaro requested this, and he recorded as Knights and Arthur, which is the Knights, okay? The Knights, Charlene. The Knights and Arthur. This is from April of 1965, okay, on Morris Levy's Roulette record label for Frank Gingaro. It's called I Can Tell the World, The Knights and Arthur for Frank.
I can tell the world about this, talking about my baby, about this. Men and women throughout the land say that I'm a lucky man. Yes, she's mine and so divine, talking about my baby. And I can tell the world about this, talking about my baby. She won't quit. Winter, summer, spring or fall, finds me at her beck and call. Yes, she's mine and so divine, talking about my baby. Once in a lifetime, someone may come your way, and at last I found my true love. I'ma say that I can tell the world. I can tell the world about this, talking about my baby, about this. Men and women throughout the land say that I'm a lucky man. Yes, she's mine and so divine, talking about my baby, talking about my baby. And I can tell the world, talking about my baby.
Yeah, whoops. There you go. That's the Knights and Arthur, a.k.a. that's Ben Crass on there with very much sounding like an Impressions tune. You have to say there's definitely the Curtis Mayfield co-writer on that. So there you go. That's the influence. April 1965. That's on Morris Levy's Roulette record label. And we're also going to play the flip side for Frank, who is in our YouTube chat. We've got to say hi to Frank and his wife, Jerry, as we flip over this 45 here. Great two-sided record here. So this side also written by Curtis Mayfield, and the singer on this, his name is Ben Crass. And this side charted number 27 on WVON in Chicago, Illinois from April 1965. The Knights and Arthur on Roulette, the flip side of I Can Tell the World. It's called I Want to Go Back. This is for Frank Gingaro. Wait, do it right.
Man, oh man, have you been to Spain, where the joy of laughing people make you happy again? Women so pretty, even more so at night, while in the streets their dance brings on to you such delight. Man, oh man, before you go home, catch a flight on to the wonders of Rome. Italy beauties may put on a show to arouse all your love and make your heart grow. I wanna go back to the sweetness of time. I wanna go back to reminisce what was mine. I wanna go back again and again, for I'll never forget your bright eyes as we sat there, man, oh man, in the middle of France. Though odds were against us, I still took a chance. A chance in a lifetime was with us that night. I found you at last with love at first sight. I wanna go back. For I'll never forget your bright eyes as we sat there, man, oh man, in the middle of France. Though odds were against us, I still took a chance. A chance in a lifetime was with us that night. I found you at last with love at first sight. I wanna go back to the sweetness of time. I wanna go back and reminisce what was mine. I wanna go back again and again. I wanna go.
So I played for Strictly 45s. I think I played "Man Oh Man" by the Impressions not too long ago. Is that the same? I mean, or is it just sounding like it? I don't know about the lyrics and whatnot to do the comparison. But anyway, there you go. That goes out to listener Frank Gingaro. That's the sound of the sound of the Knights and Arthur from April 1965. It's "I Want to Go Back," and maybe that's the same song. I don't know. But anyway, the flip side of "I Can Tell," that's on Roulette Records. And in August of 1966, he recorded for Gamble under a different alias. If you have the 45, I do. It's called Boss Man. It's called Boss Man and B.K. Marcus, I guess. I don't know, but I have that record. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here. And let's fill a request. Actually, two people requested this tune. Lee in Virginia. We'll send this one out to him. And Bob Cruz in Maryland. As the lead singer of this group, originally from Norfolk, Virginia, he was the founding member of the Showmen. Okay, the Showmen that had a hit in 1961 on the Minute label called "It Will Stand." Now, I have that record pulled also, I think, for Lee. But in 1969, he would leave the group and become associated with the Motown writing team of Holland Dozier Holland, who left Motown and were starting up a new label. They called it Invictus Records. And then at that time, in 1969, he formed a new group, and he called them the Chairman of the Board. And this was the group's first release, actually their first of 20. They had 20 releases between December of 69 and 1976, and it features General Norman Johnson on lead. This charted number 9 on Cashbox, number 8 on the R&B chart, and number 3 on the Billboard chart. And we're going to send it out to Bob Cruz and Lee in Virginia, December 1969. I love this tune. Remember hearing it on the radio often, and you probably did too. The Chairman of the Board with General Norman Johnson on lead. It's called "Give Me Just a Little More Time."
Life's too short to make a mistake. Let's think of each other and
you go. Hits here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. And what am I looking at the wrong? I'm looking at the wrong thing here, folks. And that one there going out to Lee in Virginia there. That's December 1969 release. The Chairman of the Board is the name of the group. Their first release on the Invictus label, General Norman Johnson on lead. Of course, he was the lead singer of the Showmen. That tune called Give Me Just a Little More Time. You know, we do Touch of the 70s here, although that record released in December of 1969. I don't think... Well, we're going to venture into the 70s now, and this is a request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat. Now, I'm 66 years old, so this record released in July. This is my original copy of the record. I bought this record. I got the original sleeve. It came in this pink sleeve, okay? It's on the Island record label, of course. So Charlene's got a whole bunch of things here that Island... which was named for Island in the Sun, okay, which I didn't know this about this label. And it's a novel film and a Harry Belafonte calypso hit, and was founded in Jamaica back in 1959 by Chris Blackwell, Granny Goodall, and Leslie King. Then in 1962, Blackwell relocated the label to the UK to record Jamaican artists. And this singer, though, this is an English guy. Okay? He's an English guy from Hampshire, England. He was a record producer, and I never saw him until I was checking this record on YouTube, and he did, like, there was a performance, and he was at the piano and he was singing, and you would never think that this guy was this guy, okay? But he is a record producer, keyboard player, singer, songwriter, music journalist, okay? He had 3 releases on this Island label. I would take it, Charlene, here in the States, okay? And he wrote this tune, and he also produced it along with Barry Hammond. Now, this charted, and I remember this because I bought the record. This is July 75, so I was a senior in high school when this came out. It was number 15 on Billboard and the R&B chart, and this was a big #1 record on KDIA in Oakland, California. And I forget where I heard it first. I think I heard it on FM. I'm not mistaken. But it's from July 75. This is going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat. His name is Pete Wingfield. Pete Wingfield on the Island label. And the song is called 18 with a Bullet. This is for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Pete Wingfield.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna pull it. I'm picked to click now. I'm the son of a gun. So hold it right there, little girl, little girl. We gonna have big fun.
I may be an oldie, but I'm a goodie too. I'll last forever, and I'll be good to you. Oh, yes, I will.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna pull it. I'm a super soul sure shot, yeah. I'm a national breakout. So let me check your playlist, mama. Come on, let's make out.
I'm high on the chart, tip for the top. Until I'm in your heart, I ain't never gonna stop. Never, never, baby.
There you go. By request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, that's the sound of Pete Wingfield. Pete Wingfield from July 1975. No, I was class of 76 in my high school. So I was a junior when that record came out. I was buying records all over the place. Not that I had a lot of money, but that brings back a lot of memories to your host, Johnny G. And I see a lot of people in the chat room there also remember that tune. Pete Wingfield for James Brown. 18 with a Bullet is the name of the tune on the Island record label, his first of 3. You know, I'm afraid to play, I don't want to say I'm afraid to play obscure 70s, but when I start playing some hits from the 70s, then it becomes touchy with the copyright police. Let us continue here. And I just bought this 45 as suggested by our listener L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room here, because I played a version of this tune. I think it was Evan Black that requested it. Where is my sheet here? Right here. Evan, I played it a couple weeks ago. I played a song for Evan Blatt by wait a minute here. This isn't it. Where's my cheat sheet here? I just had it, Johnny, you fool. Here it is. The song I played a couple weeks ago was by L.A. Here you go. Let me see. It was by the Bandwagon, okay? On the June 11th show, I played a tune for Evan Blatt by a group called Bandwagon. It was released in June of 1968. The song was called Dancing Master, okay? So, but it was Arch, L.A. Arch. He emailed me. He goes, Johnny, I found this song. Do you know it? And I said, well, no, I don't know it. I checked my book. I didn't have it. So I lucked out because Warren Russell had a copy for sale, so I bought it from Warren Russell. I bought actually a couple records from Warren. Not that I always go looking on eBay, but I ended up buying it because it's actually a great two-sided 45 in my opinion. So we're going to send this one out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. And he's an Italian singer, and he has this one release. He was raised in Newark, New Jersey. He would relocate out to California. His real name was Andy LaRusso, okay? But he would change his name to Palmer Jones. So think of it. He went from Andy LaRusso to Palmer Jones. And this tune written for him by Sandy Linzer and Denny Randell. And they also produced it. And this one arranged by Jimmy the Whiz Wisner. Let's go to April of 1968 by request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Palmer Jones on the Epic label and the original version of Dancing Master for Arch.
Incomplete, couldn't keep the beat like you're supposed to do. I would cry as girls were dancing by. They all wondered why I wasn't dancing too. And then a girl appeared so young and sweet and true. She said, follow me. Come on, boy, take my hand. Come to the bandstand and I'll show you the girl that taught me to beat her. Hey, baby, now. Dancing master, baby. Hey, come on and follow me. All night long I held that little girl so close in my arms. How I melted to her charms. Now I wear boots and boots and double-breasted suits, but I'll share your news while I am on the floor. Can't rest, I got to be the best. Keep the girls oppressed and begging me for more.
There you go. That's the one there going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat. I think that's a cool L.A. Thank you for turning me on to that tune there. That's Mr. Palmer Jones, a.k.a. Andy LaRusso. April 1968 release on the Epic record banner there. Dancing Master is the original there, and also covered by Bandwagon in June of 68. This is April of 68. And Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room asked for the flip side, because the flip side is pretty good. Let us flip the 45 over. So he did that here. So we flip over the flip side of this. The flip side also a tune written by Sandy Linzer and Denny Randell, and another Jimmy the Wisner arranged tune here. And this is the flip side of Dancing Master for Palmer Jones. The song is called actually, this is the intended A side of the record. It's got that big, because I have a promo of this. It's called The Great Magic of Love. We'll send it out to Big Dave Swinger.
It's all around me, yeah. In every thrill of every touch. And oh, my darling, I never knew that there was more to life than just an empty room. Now I wake up on a winter's morning. I look outside the window and every flower is in bloom. Don't you know that I feel great magic of love? And it's my heart that you're the great magician of. Hey, you wave your magic hand and turn this boy into a man, a big man you dream of. And that's the great magic of love. Come on, woman. Come on, baby. And oh, my darling, I never knew that there was more to life than just an empty room. Now I wake up on a winter's morning. I look outside the window and every flower is in bloom. Don't you know that I feel great magic of love? And it's my heart that you're the great magician of. You wave your magic hand and turn the boy into a man, a big man you dream of. And that's the great magic of love. Oh, I feel love. Yes, I feel
That's a great two-sided 45, I have to tell you. Thank you, Warren, for that sale. And we'll send that one out to Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Palmer Jones. Palmer Jones came out in April of 1968. That was the intended A-side on the Epic label. It was called The Great Magic of Love, a Sandy Linzer and Denny Randell pen tune. They also wrote the flip side. We heard the original version of Dancing Master going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat. L.A. Arch, thank you for that link to that radio station of yours, I was impressed with the 50s group harmony selections. The only thing is they did not announce the records. So if you didn't know those titles, you would never go to be able to search out the records. They played some really great records, I have to say. Kind of things that we used to hear on terrestrial radio here in New York City. Not anymore, but you can hear it on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let us continue here. Fill a request now for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. This group hails from Baltimore, Maryland, and they had their first release back in 1970 on the A&I record label, and they were a trio. They were Garrett Jones, Gerald Chunky, not Chubby, Chunky Pinkney, and the lead singer, Bill Hendren. Collectively, they were known as the Whatnots. Okay, the Whatnots. And this is their third of 9. Came out on Sylvia Robinson's Stang label, which was out of Inglewood, New Jersey. This tune written by George Kerr. He also produced it together with Nate Edmonds and Sylvia Robinson. February 1971. Yes, Santi, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. These are the Whatnots for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. It's called Just Can't Lose Your Love. There's scratches on this, folks, so you will hear them, the authentic 45s of Johnny G.
Since you went away, how my heart yearns. I'll pray night and day for your return. I'll make up to you what I put you through. Darling, can't you see I'm lonely as can be? I miss you so. I just can't lose your love. 'Cause being without you, I'm just no good. I just can't lose your love. Your love I prove I'm worthy of. Being without you is like a starless night. I'm wondering what to do. I'm like a stringless kite, blowing here and there, going everywhere, lonely as can be. Darling, can't you see I miss you so? I just can't lose your love. 'Cause being without you, I'm just no good. I just
Yeah, I apologize for the for the ticks on that record, but whoever owned that didn't take good care of it. But there you go, going out to Bill Sheriff there. The sound of the Whatnots, touch of the 70s. That one there released in February of 1971. That is Billy Herndon, Herndon. He's on lead. That's a third of 9. I saw all these moments of 45s down in the no humidity basement. I'm like, please be in here. And all different conditions. So anyway, Just Can't Lose Your Love is the name of the tune. Johnny G, just can't lose your subscription. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I hope to get to 3,000 subscribers by this weekend. And tomorrow afternoon, I'll have a special in-studio guest. Bill Obe will be here with his gospel special number 4, spinning a 45s, LPs, and 78s out of his collection, and also Gordy Freeman's collection. He'll be here a little early. We're going to set it all up here, and he'll be here. We'll start it off at 1 in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and he's all raring to go. I just hope the weather's okay. It's supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow, but we got the AC up here. Let us continue here on the all 60s and early 70s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, I can't take it anymore. It seems like every couple days we keep on losing singers, okay? I don't know what it is. It's part of the, is it part of the, I don't know. Like, remember when we lost all those singers at the age of 21? Well, we're losing singers at the age of 82 and 81 and 80. So evidently that's the leap we have to get over. It's like horrible. What I saw, Bobby Sherman just passed away. And I remember buying his first record, to be honest with you, along with Sugar Sugar by the Archies. But anyway, and we lost this gal, Miss Patty Drew. Patty Drew, she passed away June 16th. At the age of 80, okay, and she was the lead singer of this group out of Evanston, Illinois. They were known as the Ronettes, okay, and they had 3 releases on the Capitol record label. And they had somewhat of a decent hit with a song called Tell Him that she would redo and issue as a soloist. But I picked out 2 records by her because she was a great singer, and she should have done better, should have. But I'm going to feature her here as we pay tribute to the late Patty Drew. This tune written by the bass of that group, the Ronettes. His name is Carlton Black. And this charted number 38 on KXOK in St. Louis, Missouri. It's their second of 3 on the Capitol record label. This came out in March of 1964 as we pay tribute to the late Patty Drew, who is on lead. These are the Ronettes on the Capitol label, and the song is called It's My Time. The Ronettes with the late Patty Drew.
Guess it's my time to settle down and say I do. I tell you no lie, I'm really in love with you. Oh, it's my time. Oh, it's my time. It's my time because I love you. You shouldn't do. You're paying me back for things I used to do to you. Oh, it's my time. Oh, it's my time. It's my time. So darling, be cool. You're taking your love away from me, and it makes me feel kind of bad. Go all nights with all your friends while I stay at home getting sad. Oh, I guess it's my time to pack my bags and go home. Before I get hurt, I would rather be alone. Oh, it's my time. Oh, it's my time. Oh, it's my time. Oh, my
There you go, March 1964 release there for the Ronettes. That's Patty Drew on lead. On the Capitol record label, second of three for Capitol, It's My Time is the name of the tune. Let's play one more for Miss Patty Drew here, and she would go solo for Capitol Records in 1967, and the group also included her sisters Lorraine and Irma Drew. They were members of the group, but her debut. Well, wait a minute. She would re-record the debut single for the group, "Tell Him," in 1967, and then that would be her first solo effort, her first of 13. On the Capitol record label. But we're going to flip the 45 over here, give a listen to the flip side here from April 1967. The flip side of Tell Him. The song is called Turn Away From Me. This is the late Patty Drew.
Come near, just stay away. I'll let you know when to return. But until that day, don't come around, and please don't bother me. Why don't you just leave me alone? So she's done you wrong, and now you wanna come back home. I hear you knocking on my door, but the door is closed. Turn away from me, love, turn away from me. Go away and let me be. Just leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone. Don't knock, just leave me alone. Oh no, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. Oh, leave me alone.
As we remember Patty Drew there, that was the B-side to her first solo effort. Her first solo effort, her resung version of wait, she's losing his mind. Tell Him. I said tell me. Tell Him. And that is the B-side there. Turn Away From Me. April 1967 release for the Capitol record label. We're losing all these singers. I mean, Lou Christie. I mean, all these singers that we're losing. It's terrible. I can't deal with it anymore. But we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener Oldies fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. How many of you out there had owned a Shaggy dog? Okay, my mother had a Shaggy dog. Ma, you remember you had Ginger, I think? She was a Shaggy dog. I guess I never did. I had German Shepherds. You know, I had 3 German Shepherds, and then I couldn't didn't get anymore. Sometimes they're very difficult but they're wonderful. Unconditional love they give you, these pets, they do. But it relates to this song here, this singer from Rochester, New York. First recording back in 1960 for the Laurie record label. His real name, Mickey Lee Schreiber, okay, but he recorded as Mickey Lee Lane. He would sign with Swan Records in 1964, would have 6 releases on the label, and Oldies Fan requested his first release. Okay, and a song he co-wrote, and he performed this on American Bandstand. There's a clip of him doing this. This charted number 38 on Billboard, and this was a big #1 record if you were tuned into KOMA in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Let's go to June of 1964. By request, for Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room, Mickey Lee Lane on the Swan record label, and his tune is called Shaggy Dog. This is for Joseph Smith.
To the bird, pretty bird, 'cause the bird is a word. And to the dog, dirty dog, like a daddy frog. I do the shake, milkshake, like a hairy ape. I say the ja, jugga, jugga, crum, chicka, ga, ga. Ja, jugga, jugga, crum, chicka, ga, ga. Come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. Whoa, come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. Do the pop, sugar flop, do you blow your top, and now you slop, flip flop, and you shake your mop like a frog down the log with a shaggy dog. And say the da, jigga, 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 ga, ga. Da, jigga, 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 ga, ga. I said, come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. Whoa, come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. Judy Pop Rudy. Come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. Whoa, come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, pretty baby, yeah. I said, come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on, yeah. I said, hey, well, yeah. Wow, Come on, pretty baby. Come on, shake it like a crazy. Come on.
There you go. That one there going out to Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room. There, I guess that's a dance. Okay, that's got to be the dance. June 1964, Mickey Lee Lane. That's his first of 6 on the Swan record label. Swan Records out of Philadelphia. Shaggy Dog is the name of the tune. We continue here. Let's stay in the year 1964. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube. Adrian is listening down in Mexico. And this is a girl group out of New York City. They were high school friends, and the group included Joanne Harding, Lucille Jackson, Patricia Villiers, and the lead singer on this. Her name is Barbara Peterkin. Okay, and they recorded for High Weiss's Old Town record label. And this tune, again, this is a tune written by George Kerr. You heard him earlier on the Whatnots record, but he wrote this tune along with Sidney Barnes. And this is from February of 1964. They're called the Sparkles, okay? And this has a dangerous BB hole right in the dead wax right there. So I got to be very careful. And this is for Adrian Viterbo, February 54, the Sparkles on the Old Town record label. It's called Try Love, parentheses, One More Time. This is for Adrian. Yeah, Johnny G had to catch that needle there. I didn't want to go into the into the BB hole. There you go. That's a cool tune there. That one there by request for Adrian Viterbo, February '64 release. They're called the Sparkles, Sparkles. The Sparkles on Old Town Records, and that is with Barbara Peterkin on lead. Try Love parentheses one more time, and that's for Adrian. In 1965, they recorded as the Sables on the RCA record label a song called I'm on Fire, back with Darling, which is another great two-sided 45, which Johnny G has featured here. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. I keep on thinking Thursday, okay? But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Emnon as we go to Philadelphia. I think this is Philadelphia, yeah. Back to Philadelphia as this was a top 20 record in a bunch of California stations, and only made it up to number 66 on Cashboard. Shows you when I only have 3 hours sleep, folks. And number 55 on Billboard. But it was top 20 on stations like KEWB, KFWB, and KRLA. Now, the lead singer's real name, his name is Billy Vaughn. Okay, and he was the lead singer of a group called the Corvels that recorded for the ABC Paramount record label. Great two-sided record, too. Okay, Take My Love and Daisy. Great two-sided record there. But he wanted to change his name. He said, I don't want to be called Billy Vaughn, okay, even though that's my real name, because they might confuse me with the band leader, Billy Vaughn. Okay, so he ended up changing his name to Billy Jackson so they wouldn't confuse themselves. But anyway, for this single, he's known as Billy Abbott. So again, another name change there. And he's being backed up by his group called the Jewels, who in reality are the Times. You know the Times? They did So in Love and a Wonderful, Wonderful, and a lot of other great tunes during their career. But they are backing him up on this. Let's go to May of 1963 by request for listener Emnon, Billy Abbott and the Jewels. And do we have any groovy people out there? Because the name of this tune is called Groovy Baby. This is for Emnon.
But now she's gone.
Yeah, sounds of 1963 here on the All 60s edition. That one there, by request for a listener, Emnon, May 63. Billy Abbott and the Jewels on the Parkway record label. Groovy Baby is the name of the tune. Now, the flip side is also pretty cool, and Emnon requests the flip sides a lot. So let's flip it over here. For the B-side here from May 63. This is Billy Abbott and the Jewels, the B-side to Groovy Baby. The song is called Come On and Dance With Me. This is by request for Emnon. There you go. That one there by request for listener Emnon. That's a B-side there. That's a Billy Abbott and the Jewels. Billy Abbott and the Jewels on the Parkway record label. That is the B-side to Groovy Baby, a song entitled Come On and Dance With Me is the name of that one. That's on the Parkway record label. Let us continue here, featuring lots of 70s tunes. I saw somebody mentioned this record in the chat room. I think it was Lionheart Roar. I think you mentioned that this tune one of the times you were in the chat room here. And I feature him quite often here on the Soul Edition, Mr. Johnny Taylor. I think he was a member of the Five Echoes originally back in 1953. But he recorded for lots of different labels during his career. Originally, well, I think it was Sam Cooke's SAR record label. I think I have one for Edmund, requested a record by him, which I have here in the pile. But he did 30 releases for Stax Records, and this is his 24th release. This tune written by Mac Rice. This charted number 15 on Billboard, number 2 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on KGFJ in Los Angeles, California. And boy, Santi, we're going into the 70s again. This one released in September of 1973, and I'm talking about Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor, this is by request. We'll send it out to Lionheart in our chat room. And I don't know if this is true. Maybe some of you have experienced this in kind of messy divorces. I don't know. I can't say because I was never divorced. But this is Johnny Taylor on Stax Records. It's called Cheaper to Keeper. And this goes out to Lionheart.
You're tied up, you better stay tied up, because it's cheaper to keep her. This is from T. It says, it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. When your little girl make you mad, and you get an attitude and pack your bags. 5 little children that you're leaving behind. Son, you're gonna pay some alimony or do some time. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. Help me say it, y'all. It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
See, when you get through staring that judge in the face, you're gonna wanna cuss the whole human race. That's why it's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's cheaper to keep her.
You didn't pay but $2 to bring the little girl home. Now you're about to pay $2,000 to leave her alone. You see another woman out there and you wanna make a change, but she ain't gonna want you cause you won't have a damn thing. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. Everybody sing along with me. It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her.
By the time you get through looking that judge in the face, you're gonna wanna cuff the whole human race. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her.
It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her.
I know you think the grass is greener way over on the other side. When that judge give you that dirty look, you may as well put your money in mama's pocketbook. That's why it's cheaper to keep her. It costs too much to leave her alone. Yeah, I know it's cheaper to keep her. Yeah,
It's cheaper to keep her.
cause you gon' pay some alimony if you leave home.
It's cheaper to keep
I tell y'all, it's cheaper to keep her. All the fellas out there know what I'm talking about. Don't you know that it's cheaper to stay at home? I gotta tell you, I'm bringing you the message tonight.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her. She gon' cost you too much if you let her go, man. It's cheaper to keep her. You might as well put up with your little arguments and fuss and fight. Because I'm gonna tell you something tonight. I tell you, it's cheaper to keep her. Ain't it, man? Ain't it cheaper to keep her? Yeah. By the time you get through looking that judge in the face, you'll be lucky. If you even have a place, it's cheaper to keep her.
There you go. That's that record going on and on there. There you go. That one there going out to Lionheart Roar, September 1973. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. Mr. Johnny Taylor, his 24th release on the Stax record label. Cheaper to Keeper is the name of the tune as we continue. And up next, we fill a request for listener Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. Last week, I paid tribute. Well, actually, it would have been his, I forget his birthday on the 9th, I think. On July 9th, July, how about June 9th, Johnny? Jackie Wilson, I featured his tune last week, his 42nd release, Whispers Getting Louder. No, that couldn't be his, well, maybe it was his, I don't know, 42nd release last week? Okay, he was originally from Detroit, was a member of the Dominoes, but of course he left for a solo career, signed with Brunswick Records, also known as Mr. Excitement. Now, Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room requested his 55th release for the Brunswick record label. Well, and this tune written by Johnny Moore and Jack Daniels, produced by Carl Davis, arranged by Sonny Sanders. This one charted number 56 on Billboard, number 9 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record on WMBM in Miami, Florida. And this one released in December of 1970. And it's for Ron Harry, Jackie Wilson. Jackie Wilson, it's called, in parentheses, it says, I can feel those vibrations. And then it says, this love is real. Jackie Wilson for Ron Harry.
Wherever we walk, oh yeah, with love we can demand it. When things go wrong, we're always understanding. So come on, let's start to making plans to meet with that preacher man, yeah. 'Cause I know deep inside we feel love is real. This love is real. This love is real.
Those vibrations,
Girl, we don't care what our friends say about it. 'Cause we've got love, honey, and I'm so glad about it. Listen, and ooh, what we feel inside, honey, that cannot be denied. 'Cause deep in our heart, this love is real. Oh Lord, this love is real. This is the real thing. This love is real. Ooh, this love is real.
That is a cool tune by Jackie Wilson there. Had it in the collection for so many years, never really played it there, but it's a great tune. Thanks you for requesting that, Ron. That tune there from December of 1970, Jackie Wilson on the Brunswick record label. I can feel those vibrations. This love is real. Cool tune for him. What's his 55th release on the Brunswick record label? Let us continue here. Busta Bass is in our YouTube chat room here, and I got some records for Busta Bass to play, and this is one. I had it slotted for earlier in the show, but I'm going to play it now for him. The copyright police are around. Hope they leave me alone. But he requested this gal from Long Branch, New Jersey. Now, she was discovered by Mahalia Jackson singing in church when she was just 8 years old. Her real name is Isla Harriet Fields, but she recorded as Isla Van. She had 3 releases for Morris Levy's Roulette record label, and this is her 3rd release. This tune written by read this. Gary, what is that? Illingsworth? Yes, it's Gary Illingsworth. He was a session keyboardist, writer, and arranger. Richard Grasso was the pianist, and that's got to be Ken Fenton. And the pianist. Wait. Written by Gary Illingworth, session keyboardist, writer, and arranger. Richard Grasso, pianist, and I guess somebody else by the name of Ken Fenton. And this is co-arranged by Dutch Davy from March 1969. Let's give a listen to Isla Van. Isla Van on the Roulette record label, going out to Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. It's called Keep On Laughing Baby. Isla Van for Busta. There you go, by request for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Isla Van. I do have that release there, Malcolm, on the Liberty label. I'm pretty sure I do. But that's March 1969 on the Roulette record label. Keep On Laughing Baby is the name of the tune. I wish my father would laugh more. He's always complaining every single day. If it's not one thing, it's another thing, and it really gets to Johnny G. As we can this is my saving grace here. These records really brings me back to earth. But let us continue here. Fill a request for Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat as we head to Chicago, Illinois, for this group. And this is the group's debut single. This tune written by group members Billy Harper and Charles Calvin, probably his brother James Calvin, a member, Willie James Exon. It's produced by Jerry Butler, and it's a dance here. The lead singer on this is Billy Harper. This charted number 21 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri from August 1965. Let's give a listen to The Shells. The Shells from Chicago, not from Brooklyn, New York. The Shells from Chicago. It's on the Conlo record label, CONLO Records. It's for Gary McLinden. The song is called It's a Dance. Here we go, another dance. It's called Whiplash for Gary McLinden.
Not too fast, not too slow.
There you go. Johnny G's got a whiplash. Yes, with this air conditioning in my back. But there you go. That one there going out to Gary McLinden there. That's the sound of the Shells, August 1965. That's Billy Harper on lead. That's on the Conlo record label. Some scratches on that. I found that in the wild here. Some garage sale or whatever I went to. Whiplash is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening here. So if you are new to the program, we are trying to get up to 3,000 subscribers, and I am oh so close to doing that. So we want to do that. So we're close to that. So I want to get to 3,000 subscribers. So if you have not yet subscribed, please do consider doing it, or tell your people in your family to subscribe to the show, because YouTube will give me a kind of like an accolade, I guess, of some sort. But although David Browder doesn't think so, that the copyright police will stay away, but I think they will, depending on. And I get a lot of hours, so a lot of the owners of the music, okay, I can't monetize it. So they make all the revenue. That's fine as far as I'm concerned. But I just want to play the records. Don't block the records. Don't block the songs. It's just not good. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for David Vielma in our YouTube chat room, as I've been featuring this artist from Dunleith, Mississippi for the last few weeks, both on this the Wednesday night show and also on the Saturday night show. Has so many great releases on the VJ record label. Now, David requested his 24th release. This tune written by Luther Dixon and Al Smith. This charted number 78 on the Billboard charts, number 13 on the R&B chart. This was a big number 4 record on KELL in Shreveport, Louisiana from July of 1960. This is for David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. He likes Jimmy Reed on VJ Records. It's called Big Boss Man for David Vielma. We don't want to do that. We don't want to mess it up, Johnny. Don't mess it up.
Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just talk, that's all. Got me waking, boss man, waking around the fire. I want a little ring of water, but you won't let Jimmy start, big boss. Can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just talk, that's all. Getting me on boss man, one wanna treat me right, work hard in the daytime, rest easy at night, big boss man. Can't you hear me when I call? Well, you
just all eyes on.
There you go. That's a great sound there of Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed on the VJ, Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That one there by request for David Vilma. And that one there released in, I lost my place, July of 1960. July of 1960. Jimmy Reed on the VJ label, Big Boss Man, a cool blues tune. Johnny G is your Big Boss DJ here for a Wednesday evening. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Record Ralph in Syracuse. And this singer, first a professional football player. No, I remember watching him on, I think he was, part of the Fearsome Foursome. Wasn't he part of the Fearsome Foursome? Okay, he was a member of the Los Angeles Rams defensive line called the Fearsome Foursome, which included Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones, Lamar Lundy, and him, Roosevelt Greer. But he began recording, and he was a great singer for a big guy. I'm telling you, he was. 1960, he first began recording on the USA label, I think. But he had a great voice, recorded for lots of different labels. He did two for the MGM record label, and this one requested by Record Ralph, and it's a cover tune. This was first done back in 1961. It's a Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller pen tune they did for Benny King. Recorded it on the Atco labels, but so many other people recorded this. I remember Aretha Franklin's version of this was a big, big hit for her. But this did chart number 27 on XCRB in Baja California from November of 1967 by request for Record Ralph. Big Roosevelt Greer on the MGM record label. Let's give a listen to his rendition of the tune Spanish Harlem for Record Ralph.
There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, yeah. A red rose up in Spanish Harlem, yeah. It is a special one. It never sees no sun. It only comes up to love when it's on the
There you go. By request for Record Ralph there. Great sound from Mr. Roosevelt Greer. Roosevelt Greer from November 1967. It's on the MGM record label, his second of two for the MGM label. His rendition of the Benny King tune Spanish Harlem. As we continue here, we are we know we're getting toward the witching hour here for the copyright police to come out. I don't think they'll come out on this record. This is a request for listener Bill Obe in New Jersey. Bill will be my special in-studio guest tomorrow afternoon, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for his fourth gospel special. So he's going to be bringing 45, 78s, and LPs here, and I have it all prepared for him. He's going to be sitting in the guest chair, which is back there. Okay, there's a chair set up there, the microphone's set up. These are your requests here. So I got to get this table out of the way. We'll set it up for Bill tomorrow, and he will be my in-studio guest. He's going to be playing gospel 45, 78s, and LPs from all years, okay? All years. So if you like gospel sound, tune in tomorrow afternoon from 1 to 4. And he gave me this request here. It's actually a flip side from last week. Back to the side view here, and featured this gal from Harlem, New York, Gloria Lynn. Her real name, Gloria Mia Wilson, was her real name, and played her 13th of 28 releases on the Everest record label, which was out of Hollywood, California. And the side I played was called This Little Girl of... No, was not. I played, what did I play last week, Charlene? I played, doesn't say. Impossible. I don't know what you got here, Charlene. Okay, the side I played last week was called Impossible. Okay, this side is called This Little Boy of Mine. Okay. Which is actually a Ray Charles tune. Okay, Ray Charles in 1955 did a song called This Little Girl of Mine on Atlantic. So she did the female version of this, okay, which charted. This was the charted side. This charted number 53 on WIBG in Philadelphia. Let's go to July of 1961 by request. For my special guest for tomorrow, Mr. Bill Obe, Gloria Lynn on the Everest record label, and doing the female version of the Ray Charles tune, and they called it This Little Boy of Mine for Bill Obe. Here you go.
Do you know that this little boy of mine, I want you people to know, this little boy of mine, I take him everywhere I go. You see, I looked at my dress was new. I looked at my shoes and they were too, and so oh yes, I love this little boy of mine. Do you know that this little boy of mine called me last night about 8? This little boy of mine told me that we had a date. You know, he said he would meet me about 8:45. Believe it or not, but he was right on time, and so oh yes, I love this little boy of mine. Let me tell you about this little boy of mine. He knows how to dress so neat. This little boy of mine, he stops the traffic on the street. So when the girls start to holler, and I really don't mind, I can't blame them because I know he's fine, and so oh yes, I love this little boy of mine. And so oh yes, you know I love this little boy of mine.
Yeah, Miss Gloria Lynn. Gloria Lynn from July 61. July 61 on the Everest record label. This Little Boy of Mine, which is the tune This Little Girl of Mine, is done first by Mr. Ray Charles. And that's Gloria Lynn's version. That's for Bill Obe. As we continue here, and let's fill a request for Jimmo from the Wales in the UK. As this next singer, it goes back to 1948, was a member of the Searchlight Gospel Singers. Okay, then he signed with Epic Records in 1954. He had a big hit that year, I think maybe early 55, with Unchained Melody for Epic Records. And in 1963, he would move over to MGM Records. And in 65, he signed with RCA. And this is, I think, the B-side to his first release on the RCA record label, his first of 6, arranged by Bert Keys from July 65. Let's give a listen to Roy Hamilton. Roy Hamilton on RCA. This is for Jimmo in the UK. It's called Heartache, parentheses, Hurry On By. Roy Hamilton.
Hurry on by. Let me forget. I've lost a love. Must you keep reminding me each night? Someone else's arms holding her tight. Hurry on by, 'cause I've got no more tears to cry. You chain me to her memory. Honey, won't you set me free? Free to love again. Oh, heartache, hurry on by. Pity this pain she put me through, knowing in her hands my heart was clay. When I wanted her, Lord, she turned away. Loving her still is all that I am guilty of. Heartache, won't you let me be? You've done all you can do to me. Yes, you've seen my whole world die. So hurry on by. I keep reminding me. What more can I do? What more can I say?
There you go. Big production sound there for Roy Hamilton. That is his first of 6. Actually, I think that the B-side of his first of 6 for RCA Records out there, going out to Jimmo in the UK. July 65, Roy Hamilton with Heartache, Hurry On By is the name of the tune. Johnny G getting a heartache. I'm telling you, my father gives me heartaches. I'm telling you, he does. But I just wish he didn't complain as much. That's the only thing. But, you know, when some people get kind of little, I don't know, demented a little bit, I guess, it's tough. Especially when it's your, who's calling me? My mother. What is my mother calling me about? Let me see. What is she saying? Hello?
Did you acknowledge Geronimo?
Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot to acknowledge Geronimo. Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
All right.
Bye. See, my mother. Hello, Geronimo. I didn't see you in the chat room there. See, so my mother calls me to tell me. Okay. All right, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request for who's next here on the list here. Wait, where is the page here? It's got. I just saw it. His name is up here. This is for David Rapkid, okay? This next artist, born in Lafayette, Louisiana, but raised in Los Angeles, California. And he debuted back in, 1958. He did the original version of the song, You Got What It Takes. You know that song that you think that Marv Johnson, who had a big hit with on United Artists, did first? He didn't do it first. This singer did. Bobby Parker did it first. And then he wrote this next tune that David requested on Buddy Caldwell's V-Tone record label. And I think the Beatles performed this tune, if I'm not mistaken. But this charted number 51 on Billboard, number 8, and a number 8 record on KDEO in, I don't know how to pronounce this, Reed. Is it K-A-C-A-J-O-N? Cajon? Or Cajon, California, whatever that is. April 1961, by request for David Rapkid, Bobby Parker on the V-Tone label. It's called Watch Your Step. This is for David.
Gonna say go somewhere and hide. Hey, hey, you better watch out, baby, everything you do. I'm gonna keep my eyes focused right on you. You're gonna look out, honey, everywhere you go. 'Cause everything you do.
There you go, from April 1961. That's Bobby Parker. Bobby Parker on Buddy Caldwell's V-Tone Records out of Philadelphia. By request for David Rapkid, the song called Watch Your Step. is the name of that tune. Johnny G, Watching My Step with the Copyright Police. They are out on that song. I wonder why. As we continue here, I doubt they'll be attacking me on this next tune. It's a request for a listener, Ronnie Sherman. And I think this is an expensive 45, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, Reed, is this an expensive record, this thing on the Checker label? And they're out of Chicago, this group. They formed back in 1962 while they were attending Hirsch High School. Now, a member of this group was Charles Pegue, Pegue, and he would go on to become a big Chicago disc jockey, and he helped form a group called He was a member of the group. He would go on to become a big Chicago disc jockey, but he helped form this group called the Norvels. This is the B-side of their 45 on Leonard Chess's Checker label, a tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is William Smith. Okay, the flip side is a novelty tune, something about greasy kid stuff. But this is the serious side that Ronnie Sherman requested. February 63. Let's give a listen to the Norvels on Checker Records. It's called As I Walk Alone. This is for Ronnie Sherman.
Dum 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 Someday I will walk through the valley of death. I will fear no evil, for my heart is at rest. With you, I know my lover will forgive me, and our love will last through all eternity. I'll love her forever and a day. She will love me, I'm sure, very same way. My soul is easy as I walk all alone. My head is clear, for I found my way home to you. I'll love her forever and a day. She will love me, I'm sure, very same way. My soul is easy as I walk all alone. My head is clear, for I found my way home to
There you go. February 63 release there. The Norvels on the Checker record label. As I Walk Alone. That's William Smith on lead. That one they're going out to Ronnie Sherman, who is done for the summer. So that's good, Ronnie. So you're off until the fall now. So you can enjoy all this hot weather that we're getting and look for records as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, as we're avoiding the copyright police at the witching hour here. But let's go back to Detroit now and fill a request for a Mark McHugh, as on the June 11th show, I filled a request for Chris Reed by this group out of Detroit. They started back in 1962, recording for the Chex record banner. Their lead back then was Eddie Union. Eddie Union, he had the high falsetto lead, but he would leave the group in 1966, and Gerald Mathis would take over the reign. But the group would sign with Inferno Records in 1966. 1967, had 3 releases for the Inferno label, and they had a new lead singer at that time. His name is Jimmy Berger. He was the new lead singer, and I played for Chris the intended B-side of their second release called My Road is the Right Road. But UK listener Mark McHugh, he asked me to play the intended A-side, this side written by Duke Browner and Charles Atkins. It's arranged by Mike Theodore and Dennis Coffey. This charted number 14 on WCHB in Detroit, Michigan. Let's go to August 1967 for the volumes on Inferno. This is for Mark McHugh. It's called My Kind of Girl. This is from Mark. Yeah, Sound of Detroit here. That's a great. I'm telling you, the Volumes are a great group. I have to definitely say the Volumes are great. And that one, they're going out to Mark McHugh. The Volumes there, August 1967, My Kind of Girl. It's on Inferno Records. It's a styrene copy. I think the other ones I have are the vinyl presses, but that's a styrene copy. And that one there, what I say the lead singer on this was? It was Jimmy Berger. He's the new lead singer of the group there, but I like that tune. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime now. Fill a request now for listener Chris Reed as we head out to the West Coast. This is a duet consisting... No, I'm sorry. I check it back. Yes, it is a duet out of California, and They are Hal and Brenda, and I saw it was interesting. I don't know, it was the other day. I don't know what it is. Brenda Holloway came up, and I forget who was interviewing her, but she really had. She had some career, I have to say, even in her early stages in her early career in recording, and how she was discovered. Okay, but here she is with Hal Davis and Brenda Holloway. This is on the Manasseh label. Does this come on another label too? I think this is on another label. I think. Yeah, it's on Snap Records, which I don't have it on the Snap label. I don't know where I got this one, but. And Hal Davis, I mean, he did so much. I just thought he was like a solo singer back in the late 1950s, but he was really involved in a lot of into the Motown empire and a whole bunch of things. But he began singing on back 1959. But Brenda Holloway was, I think, 16 years old, and when she recorded for Bob Keane in 1962. Maybe she was 17 by this time. But here they are, Hal and Brenda, Hal Davis and Brenda Holloway, January 63, featuring it on the Manasseh label. This is for Chris Reed. It's called Unless I Have You, Hal and Brenda.
They say money buys everything, but I don't believe that's so. Because if I were the richest guy in all the world and the idol of each and every girl, it would mean nothing, nothing, nothing unless I have you. Unless I have you. If I had everything a girl wishes for, like a home, mink and diamond, a brand new car, I would have nothing, 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 unless I had you. There is nothing in this world I wouldn't do for you. No, 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 nothing in this world. Yeah, I'd rather, yes, I'd rather have nothing, nothing, nothing than for you not to be my girl. If I were the richest girl in all the world, and if I were the richest guy in all the world, we would have nothing, 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 unless we had each other. Yeah, we would have nothing, 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 unless we had each other, 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 each other.
There you go, by request for listener Chris Reed, that January 63 release there. That's Hal Davis and a 17-year-old Brenda Holloway, recording as Hal and Brenda on the Manasseh record label. Unless I Have You is the name of the tune. Unless Johnny G has you as a subscriber, we can kind of foil the copyright police that are hot on my tail. But we are now in bonus time. We are in bonus time here. Again, if the show ever gets, if ever they take down one of these shows where it's not up on YouTube and they totally block it, you can always go to vinyltreasures.net. There's streams there of shows that date back, I think, even further than my than my YouTube account. There's like 800 and something videos on YouTube. I know you guys and gals are enjoying them because I'm getting the copyright notices from YouTube. But let us continue here. And let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. And talking too loud here. He requested the Impressions. Now, interesting. There is this oddball release by the Impressions on the Swirl label, and Curtis Mayfield is not on the lead here. Okay, he was touring as a guitarist at the time for Jerry Butler. Now, the lineup for this release here on the Swirl label is Arthur Brooks, Fred Cash, Sam Gooden, and the lead singer on this, Richard Brooks, who wrote this tune. And this is on a label out of New York City, Swirl Records, from December of '61 for Adrian Viterbo. These are the Impressions without Curtis Mayfield. The song is called I Need Your Love. This is for Adrian.
I need your love.
Sometimes I wonder, do everyone know the meaning of love? For I know love will grow wider, deeper than any sea.
Give me your love, dear. Give me your love, dear. Give me your love, dear.
I just want it right now.
I need your love, dear.
I need your love, dear.
Need your love, dear.
I just want it right now. Sometimes I'm lonely, sometimes I'm sad, but knowing you love me makes me glad. But when you're lonely, darling, someone is blue. But when you're happy, someone is sad. I want my baby. I need my baby. Gotta have my baby. I just need her right now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I just need you right now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I just need you right now. Come on.
Those are the Impressions. The Impressions minus Curtis Mayfield there by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. And the song is called, I lost my place here. It's called I Need Your Love. That one there from December 1961. It's on the Swirl record label. That's for Adrian there. Let's continue in Vinyltreasure Overtime here. Fill a request now for Leonard Mancini. As we head back up to Chicago, feature them quite a bit here on the All 60s edition. First recording for OK Records. Then they moved over to Brunswick Records. They had 16 releases on the Brunswick label. Leonard requested their 6th release, this tune written by Van McCoy, produced by Carl Davis, and it's arranged by Sonny Sanders. Now, it features Tommy Green on lead. Now, this charted number 22 on WMBM in Miami, Florida. Let's go to November of 1967 for the sound of the Artistics on Brunswick, and it's for Leonard Mancini. And in the beginning, this side has a little heat curl in it, and it skips in the very beginning of the song, and I can't get it out. It's like, I don't know, because it's got like a wave, it's like a wavy thing here. It goes like this. So I can't, and it's right at the, it doesn't do it on the flip, but I don't think I've ever played this side because of that. But we're going to play it for Leonard. Excuse the skip in the beginning. November 67, the Artistics. It's called You Make Me Happy for Leonard Mancini.
like to show my gratitude with all the love I'm giving, 'cause I know that I need you so, and I don't want to let you go, 'cause baby, you make me happy, baby, baby, you make me happy, so happy. I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you. True love like your love, it's so hard to find. If I should lose you now, I know I'd surely lose my mind, 'cause baby, you made me happy, baby, you made me happy. But don't you know I'm walking on a cloud, my head in the air, 'cause you made me so happy.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry for those ticks and skips in the beginning there. And sometimes when you find these records out in the wild, they aren't the cleanest. But anyway, it's a great tune there. That one they're going out to listener Leonard Mancini. Now those are the Artistics. Tommy Green and the Artistics, November 1967 on the Brunswick label. You Make Me Happy is the name of the tune. Maybe Johnny G making you happy here on a Wednesday evening, actually or Thursday morning here. Let's go a little bit longer here because I'll have an in-studio guest tomorrow. But let's fill a request for listener James Brown. This next singer, born in Forest City, Arkansas, but he would relocate to Grand Rapids, Michigan. In high school, he formed his own group. They were called the Soulmates, and two members of the group, Palmer James and Curtis Rogers, formed their own record label. They called it the Hotline Music Journal. Okay, and they wrote a song called Backup Train that was back in 1967, which became the label's first of 3 releases featuring a young Al Green. But he also recorded some solos. Now, James Brown requested his first of 2 that came out on the Bell label. These were actual sessions that were recorded for Hotline Music Journal Records. They were leased out to Bell Records. This tune written by Robert Earl Williams, produced by Curtis Rogers. This charted number 69 on Billboard, 29 on the R&B chart, and a big number 2 record if you were tuned in to WTMP in Tampa, Florida. Even though this was released in August of 72, it was recorded sometime in 68, I would say, or early 69. But let's give a listen to Al Green. Al Green, it's on Bell Records for James Brown. The song is called Guilty. Al Green.
Girl, I love you, yeah, yeah, honest I do. And I'm guilty, baby, of being untrue. What you heard through the grapevine, every word is true. No more blame's all mine. You're guilty. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm guilty, guilty, guilty. Baby, I'm guilty of this crime. Don't condemn or cast me aside, 'cause I'm gonna be good to you. Loving you is more important than your foolish pride. Ooh. just put me on probation. Loving you is more, yeah, than infatuation. I'm guilty, yeah. Ooh, I'm guilty. But listen, don't condemn me, baby, 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 or cast me aside. Yeah, 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 yeah. Loving you is more than your foolish pride. All you got to do is just put me on probation. Loving you is more, yeah, than infatuation. 'Cause I'm guilty. I'm so
There you go. That one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Although that record released in September of 1972, I think they were putting out his releases on the High record label at the time. But Bell ended up with that master recorded sometime in late 68 or early 69 from the Hotline Music Journal label. And they put it out. That's a great tune there. Nice ballad by Mr. Al Green, song entitled Guilty. Johnny G is guilty of spinning original vinyl 45s on Wednesday evenings right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. So if you like Johnny, well, if you want to free me, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up, too, as we continue here. Let's fill a request for Ron Harry. I had this record sitting around, Ron, for you for a long, long time. And it's the debut single for this gal from Jacksonville, Florida. She was on, well, I should say, wait a minute. The debut single of this gal from Jacksonville, Florida, was on Burt Burns' Shout label back in 68. Okay. But in 1969, she would have another release for Wand Records. Then in 1970, she signed with Atlantic Records and had a top 30 hit with a song called Precious Precious. But let's give a listen to her fourth release, her fourth of 9 on the Atlantic record label. This tune written by Dave Crawford. He also produced it. Okay, this charted number 5, a big hit here in New York City on WWRL from August 71. Let's give a listen to Jackie Moore. Jackie Moore on the Atlantic label. This is for Ron Harry. The tune is called, one word, it's called Time for Ron.
All we need is just a little more time. Time. All we need is just a little more time. Time. All we need is just a little more time. Time. All we need is
Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. That one there by request for Ron Harry. That's Jackie Moore. Jackie Moore, her fourth of 9 for the Atlantic record label, released in August 71. It's called Time. Yes, we all want more time, is what we all do. And we continue here on the All 60s edition. Fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. You all know this group out of Los Angeles, California. They had big hits for the, well, they first recorded as the Robins. Of course, then the group would kind of split up, and some of them stayed as the Robins, and other ones continued to record as the Coasters. And they went to Atco Records, but after Atco, this is actually from 71 too. And they did 3 for King Records. This song originally recorded by the Clovers back in 1959 for United Artists Records. This tune written and produced by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, who's been associated with this group forever, okay? Talking about the Coasters here. This came out in November of 1971. This charted number 76 on Billboard, number 16 on WWDJ in Hackensack, New Jersey. It features Carl Gardner on lead. From November 71 by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. The Coasters and their rendition of the tune Love Potion number 9. This is for Edmund Williams. There you go there, by request for listener Edmund Williams. That's a cool tune, cool cover song there. as first done by the Clovers. They did it first. There you go, the Coasters from November 1971 on the King record label. Their rendition of the tune Love Potion Number 9. That's with Carl Gardner on lead. We are in Vinyl Treasure overtime here. so yeah, everybody liking the studios and whatnot here. The room is dark in the back, Charlene, so if you think that it's dark. But the lights are here. Maybe you got to work in the lighting up here in the attic. But Bust the Bass. I told you eventually I would find records that I said that I had. I'm still looking for a bunch of you guys and gals there that requested the stuff, but it's downstairs. I go through this hundreds of boxes that I'm going through, so I'm pulling out. I'm looking at the labels and I'm trying to separate the 70s stuff from and other things that look interesting. So if I see, a Stax record or something on Atlantic or whatever, I'm pulling everything from up to 76, I think, and there's thousands of records. Somebody's got to come and help me put them in alphabetical order. But anyway, I found this Busta for you. I found 2 copies of the record also. There were 2 together. I knew I had it. But this is a request, an old request for listener Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. This singer, born in Batesville, Mississippi, first recording gospel in Memphis in the 1950s as a member of the Wayside Travelers and also the Gospel Writers Juniors, I think they were called. That group became the Dixie Nightingales, okay? His real name is Ollie Hoskins, okay? And he would switch to secular music in 1968 when he signed with Stax Records to record as Ollie and the Nightingales. Then in 1970, he would go solo, and Busta requested his debut solo release. This is for Jerry and Billy Butler's Memphis label, which I think was out of Memphis, Tennessee. And it's produced and arranged by Gene Bowlegs Miller. This one from March of 71. Here we are in the 1970s, Santi. You should be in heaven. March 1971, by request for Busta Bass, Ollie Nightingale. Okay, Ollie Nightingale. It's on the Memphis record label. The song is called, I think it's Memphis. Charlene's got Stax. It's not. It's a sad song. This is for Busta Bass. Here you go, Busta. It's for you.
What you should be getting at home. It's a sad thing to have to go in the streets to find what you should be getting at home. I didn't think the money plus the overtime was enough for you, so I took money from my savings. I gave that to you too. When my Bank America I bought you
There you go. That one there by request for Buster Bass there. The sound of Ollie Nightingale. Finally found that 45. Ollie Nightingale, March 1971. That's on the Memphis record label. It's a Sad Song is the name of the tune. Johnny G tries to play nice songs here. We all like these cool tunes. And thank you all. If you do have a request, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with my special in-studio guest, Bill Olb, with his fourth gospel special. Then we'll be back on Saturday evenings. If you like 1950s and early 60s vocal group harmony and rhythm and blues, getting a lot of R&B requests now too. You should tune into that program. I play those records by year. Let us continue here a little bit more before we sign off here. Let's fill a request now for George Chestnut. Also want to send this one out to listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro. As we go to, I lost my place. As we go to where is it? Crystals. Here we go. We go to Joe Evans' Carnival record label. This group is out of Jersey City, New Jersey. They had 14 releases on the Carnival record label, and George requested their 11th release, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is George Smitty Smith. This charted number 31 on the R&B chart, a big number 5 record if you were tuned into WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland, from May 1967. The great sound of the Manhattans. Manhattans on the Carnival label for George Chestnut and Frank Gingaro. The tune is called When We're Made as One, the Manhattans.
There's the street that I live on, the church in which I attend, the school I graduated from, and all of my friends. Don't you know that all of this can be mine and yours? Don't you know when we are made as one? There's that little White House I showed you, darling, with that little picket fence. And after you see all this, baby, I know that you will be convinced. Don't you know that all of this can be mine and yours? Don't you know when we are made as one? Do you remember? I remember when you lived just around the corner. I could call you any old time. But your family moved, don't you know they moved away from me, girl. Yes, and I almost lost my Don't you know, baby, there's that tree that we rode upon, right out there in the park. There's that bench we sat upon, baby, right out there in the dark. And don't you know that all of this can be mine and yours? Don't you know when we are made as one? Don't you know, baby, when we are made as one? When we are made as one. I got to have you, baby, when we are made
Yeah, the great sounds of the Manhattans there. The Manhattans by request for George Chestnut. Also, we'll send that one out to Frank Chingaro. I know he likes that tune, the Manhattans there. From May of 1967, their 11th release for the Carnival label, When We're Made as One is the name of that tune. Johnny G's going to have to get off here soon. We're going to do 2 more 45s here before we sign off. Let's fill a request here for listener Chris Reed, this singer, disc jockey, and preacher from Tampa, Florida. His real name, Carlton Coleman, but he recorded as King Coleman, first back in 1959, but then in wait, Charlene, what do you got here? First on Karen Records in 59, then in 1960 with releases on Dade and Symbol, Columbia, Kenko, and Atlantic. They couldn't all be in 1960, but this is on the Togo record label. And I guess I don't know, how many did he do on first? I don't know, but he wrote this tune, and I'm telling you, it took me a long time to find this record. Actually, I found 2 by him. This is his first, I guess, of the 2. And this is from April of 1963. Let's give it a spin here. King Coleman on Togo Records. Gladys Patrick is on this label. She does Please Mr. DJ, I think, on the label, which I do have in the collection. But this is for Chris Reed, April 63, King Coleman on Togo, and this is where Johnny G's records are stored. It's called Down in the Basement, King Coleman.
Down in the basement.
Yeah,
Down in the basement.
yeah. Down in the basement, see what it's all about.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, yeah. Come on, come on, come on.
Down in the basement, we can sing and shout.
Come on, yeah. Come on, come on.
Don't worry about the landlord putting us out.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, you can play with my toys.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, meet all the girls and boys.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, we can make a lot of noise.
Come on, yeah. Come on. Down in the basement.
Yeah,
Down in the basement.
yeah,
Down in the basement.
yeah,
Down in the basement.
yeah. Down in the basement, we can lock the door.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, I want you to know
Come on, yeah. Come on.
we can do the bird real slick on the concrete floor.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, we can dim the light.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Down in the basement, it's a beautiful sight.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
You can monkey with your partner to your heart delight.
Come on, yeah. Come on. Down in the basement.
Come on down in the basement. Yeah,
Down in the
we
basement.
gonna have a ball. Yeah,
Down in the basement.
yeah, it's free for all. Yeah.
I couldn't decide what I wanted. Hold on a second, folks. Let me get you on me. Let me get you on me here. So there you go. I was deciding on what I wanted to close with here. So I was gonna. Then I said no. I'm not gonna close with that. I'm gonna close with another thing. So, but anyway. But there you go. That one there going out to a listener, Chris Reed. The sound of King Coleman. And what did I do? Here we go. King Coleman from April 1963, that one there, on the Togo record label. It's called Down in the Basement. That's where Johnny G's records are filing, and I'm going to go down there right now because it's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 60s and early 70s Soul 45s out of my collection. If you have a request or you need to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. This is our first show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with a special in-studio guest. Mr. Bill Obe will be here from New Jersey. He'll be doing his fourth gospel special. I'll post it up on my Facebook wall, but it's there on YouTube, so it's there, so you can get notified. You gotta subscribe. You gotta be signed into YouTube to do that. That is what they want you to do. But and then you can participate in the chat. But many people don't chat. You know, most listeners don't even communicate at all. I mean, when I used to listen to all those great shows, those collector shows. I mean, when I first started, I used to write in. You know, I used to write in and used to say, your show is really cool. I used to write letters. At that time, we didn't have emails and whatnot. But people like to call me. And, Arch, I will call you when I get a brief moment to speak. But anyway, so thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you, Charlene, for your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She helps me putting together the show with some of the research and dealing with the files, etc. But I always, we're going to be moving on to bigger and better things here on the program. So I got a lot of things set up here because I have the capability of playing CDs. Not that I'm going to play them, but for unreleased material, I had some countdowns. I wanted to do a countdown. I'm still going to do it. It's from 1953. And I need a record by a Washboard Sam, okay? So Craig Moyer has and I'm like, well, maybe I'll buy it, okay, to fill out so I can, but it's $4,000. I'm not going to spend $4,000 on that record to play on a survey. I mean, I don't know if I have the 78 or whatnot. So in that instance, it's not going to happen. I mean, if it was like, the soft tones on CB, I might spend $4,000 on it because I like that record a lot. But the blues record is a good one, but it was on the list, which was amazing. So I'm thinking about there's a couple of shows I think for the next show. So Bill is on this week on Thursday. Then I'll be back, I think, with a countdown. I will get back to the 78s too, by the way. So I had a lot of people email me on that show, but I will do that. But anyway, so thank you all for being here. And I'll see some of you tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. And if not, I'll see some of you Saturday at 9 p.m. for the 50s and early 60s. If not, then I'll see you back here next Wednesday on YouTube and also on Oldies and More Radio. But we're going to close the show with a beach sound. I think I opened with the vocal with a beach sound. And this is for Lee. Yeah. I don't know if this is the closer tonight, okay? We heard from General Johnson earlier in the program, General Norman Johnson earlier as a member of the chairman of the board. Well, here's this first group that he recorded with. This is for Lee in Virginia, and the group is out of Norfolk, Virginia. And their lead singer, General Norman Johnson, wrote this tune. It's their 5th of 6 on the Minute record label. And this charted number 11 on WHPE in High Point, North Carolina. And this was re-released again. So probably because what was he doing in 67? Because they re-released it. It was re-released in 1967, and it bubbled under. It didn't do as well, but it did well, I think, in in York, South Carolina, number 2, WYCL. Our closer tonight is from February 63 for Lee in Virginia, the Showmen on Minute. Now, here's my question to any gals that are tuned into the program. It's a measurement song. Now, are these normal? Because measurements back in 1961, I don't know if they're the same at in 2025. So you're looking at definitely not for the gals that were there back then, because this this song is called 392146. Okay, so there you go. That is our closer tonight, and that's going out to Lee in Virginia, the Showmen. 392146. Thank you all for being here. Again, please, I would hope you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to get up to 3,000 subscribers and say that I can do it. Maybe we'll do a celebration here. I'll do it like a special show, just playing records to do that, because if we do, I will definitely do that. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, and I will see you next time, or maybe tomorrow, right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. This is by request for Lee in Virginia, the Showmen.
So beautiful, you're such a sight to see. You're the girl for me. You set my soul afire, filling my heart with one desire, wanting to be with you. You could make a blind man see. You could make a crippled man walk. You could make the quietest man in the world talk. Nobody else will do. Every little boy in town wants to get his arms around you. For no one else will do but you. With your 392140 shape, yes, you got me going ape and ape over you. A crippled man walk. You could make the quietest man in the world talk. Yes, you could. Nobody else will do. Every little boy in town wants to get his arms around you. But no one else will do but you. With your 392140 shape, yes, you got me going ape and ape over you.